Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's NewsStand, and I want to talk about this article I seen this morning. It is absolutely ridiculous when we have real hate crimes out there for a psychologist. She is saying that calling somebody a nerd or a geek should be a hate crime. And I do want to talk about this a little bit because I do think it trivializes real hate crimes. But if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. YouTube is doing a massive purge right now, so you might want to check your subscription list because I think I've lost 20 subs in the last day or so. They're purging accounts again. I think we go through this every 3 months or so. As always, if you enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and links to support the channel are in the description, but just leaving a like, a comment, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Now let's talk about the crazy lady, because calling somebody a geek or a nerd nowadays is almost deemed like a badge of honor. We've had a lot of different medias out there portray, geek culture in a positive light recently, and I know a lot of people don't like this show, but Big Bang Theory was out there, and we did see, not only geek culture, but very, very intelligent human beings. And then with the success of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, a lot of things like that, geek culture is pretty normal. It's pretty mainstream at this point, but this psychologist has been hitting headlines across the globe for claiming that the word nerd and geek should be considered hate crimes, punishable by the law. A hate crime on free speech is really what it comes down to. These terms were once thrown around with scorn and derision by high school athletes and the like. Thanks to the rise of different cultural things, like I said, Big Bang Theory, nerd has become more vogue. And it has. It's really nothing to be ashamed of. I don't think being yourself, you should be ashamed, period. I do think it comes down to the person, how not only charismatic, but how conscious they are and how much they like themselves. If you are full of confidence, nobody can bother you. These words are simple. They're not a big deal. You can't be bothered by something like this when you love yourself. And that's, I think, what it comes down to at the end of the day. But this doctor thinks it should be a hate crime. Dr. Snowflake has publicly claimed that terms such as nerd, geek, and brainiac are divisive and humiliating and are emblematic of an anti-IQ mindset. I disagree. If you look at, words such as nerd, geek, and brainiac, another one they mention is egghead, which is something I've literally never heard. If those are going to be hate crimes, what's next? Is it going to be jock or emo kid? Those will be next. And how much further down the slippery slope can you go? Really, if you started this, every label that is stereotypical to some sort of community will end up being a hate crime. And then when everybody's protected, literally nobody is. When real hate crimes happen, this is ridiculous to even focus on what really matters. But, a lot of times they don't like to do that. They like to take the easy way out. Dr. Falk also said that using these terms should have legal consequence. I'm assuming she means some sort of jail time. And if it's a hate crime, it would entail some sort of jail time. That's ridiculous. It is literally, and if you've been at this channel for any amount of time, you know that I am a free speech absolutist. It is literally, chipping away at the words that we can use in our vocabulary as free speech. We were born into a place, now this was on Good Morning Britain, so it's a little different over there. But we were born into a constitution as Americans that we have freedom of speech, freedom of the press, stuff like this. Now, if you start chipping those away, as far as America goes, again, not Britain, you chip away at the fabric of our society. You chip away at societal norms, and at some point, you're going to take all of our rights away. So literally, like I said, if every single, a group is protected, then none of them are. It really is dismissive of real hate crimes. In the interview on Good Morning Britain, Dr. Falk explained her position. I think people finding it startling because very high IQ people are a minority group in society who are very much ignored. They're not understood and largely neglected. In this case, that a very high IQ person very often are bullied at school, for example. They're targeted for being bullied quite viciously. Okay, when you go through middle school, when you go through high school, no matter what type of group you are, you're going to have some sort of bullying, right? You're going to go through that. It creates not only character in a weird way, in a back-assward way, I guess you could say, but it also creates thicker skin. So when you grow up and you get, denied for your first job, or you don't get into the college you want, or, you have troubles within relationships, you have a thicker skin and you're able to handle those situations. But this Generation Z, and I'm definitely not, I'm a millennial, but have grown up, and even millennials have, let's be real, have grown up with a participation award type atmosphere. So no matter what you do, you're praised for it. And you shouldn't be praised for everything you do. You should be praised for real accomplishments. If you really accomplish something, you set your mind to it and you do it, you absolutely deserve something. But you shouldn't just get a participation award. And I don't condone bullying at all. Not in the slightest. But we're going to go through it. That is almost a rite of passage in high school. I was bullied when I was little because I was chubby. I was bullied when I was older because I was quiet. I was bullied for being a little bit different. We all go through it. It is nothing new, and it's not something that we should even protect ourselves from, because, like I said, it creates you as a person. It gives you character. It gives you, like I said, just basic thicker skin, and that's what these people need in this generation, because it's become a very much so snowflake generation where every single thing is offensive. Now, Bobby Siegel, a teacher, was on Good Morning Britain with her, and he completely disagreed, and he did a good job of disagreeing. He says he is both a mathematician and a teacher who wrote the book The Life-Changing Numbers, Magic of Numbers, and wears the term nerd as a badge of honor. And I completely agree. Whatever your fandom, whatever your nerdy sanction, whether it's comic books or movies, or you like anime, or you are very smart, you should wear it with a badge of honor, because it's who you are and it's who you have grown up to be, and there's nothing wrong with that. He also said that he obviously does not condone bullying of children. I don't think any sane person does. But he feels that the idea of being a nerd or a geek has changed in recent times, and that there is a danger of trivializing more serious racially motivated hate crimes by dubbing nerd and geek as a hate crime, and I could not agree more. There are real hate crimes that exist. They exist in the form of racially motivated. They exist in the form of sexual identity oriented. There is a reason to hate. People are out there and they just hate. So when that hate, flourishes, just wear whatever you are with a badge of honor, whether you're gay, whether you're straight, whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're a nerd, whether you're super smart or just super pretty, whatever you are, you should wear it with a badge of honor, because there's always somebody out there that wants to knock you down a peg or two, and that's ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They keep chipping away at our, at what we can say and what we can do, and I completely disagree with everything that this woman stands for. Let me know what you guys think. I will have my Mandalorian review up for episode 8. I believe it is the final episode, and I did not get to episode 7, so I'm just going to do like a TLDR of that, but I am excited to see what Baby Yoda has been up to, because I love him so much. But that will be up later today, and there's not going to be a whole lot of reviews this week because there's nothing. Unfortunately, the news is dried up, the comics have dried up. I do want to get to some of the dark multiverses, and I do want to get to Last Night on Earth. So there are a few things I would like to go through, some really good books, but a lot of news is gone. And not only that, but I will at the end of the week, I'm going to do like top 5 comics of 2019, top 5, shows, stuff like that. So it should be a good week. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. And I want to give a huge shout shout out to my Subscribe Star and Patreons. You guys literally make this channel possible. Thank you so much, Sanjuro, Way Else One, BG Torrance, Black Knight Fool, Brucey, Grand Smear, Jeffrey Allen Carnes, Jeremy Burtz, Mike Buckner, Robert, and Timothy French. You guys are freaking amazing. Thank you so much, and make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.